Howdy y'all, hope you're having a good day. Silver Trade here again with another video. XRT is at 439% short, and please remember none of this is financial advice, but whenever we see XRT go over 400% short, normally the day after that is followed by a green day. I would love to eat my words on that, and us not really have much of a day tomorrow and see XRT get a new all-time high, well, new recent high for the short interest, because we haven't really gotten above 440 yet. But if we were to get above that, that'd be really cool. But this is the recent high. And nothing new on left. It's been a while without an update on that case. I guess they probably haven't found anything on him. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. And yesterday, Japan had its worst day in the last 40 years. Let's not forget that GameStop has a $7.7 billion market cap. That means that they have 55% of their value in cash right now. Absurd. There's not another company out there like that. I was using a couple of different AIs, and I couldn't even find one company that was close. Here's the US dollar and Japanese yen chart, and the GameStop chart in orange. As you can see, right about the time of the GameStop sneeze back in 2021, January, is when the yen really started pumping up. And then when you really look, there is a few similarities and times where it was bleeding off and it was, making GameStop go up. Like right here, it had about a 5% move, and that's right when Berkshire Hathaway was also down to $180 per share, and GameStop ripped to like $60 a share in the pre-market, or like $80 a share in the pre-market. But a lot of big banks have money that they got from Japan, and then they take it to other countries and invest. So when the Japanese markets start having some pretty bad days, like they have been, like we just talked about, worst day in the last 40 years, it's gonna have some ripple effects into the rest of the countries around the world. So there's a lot of traders out there that want to borrow money at a low interest rate. Japan historically has very low interest rates, so they'll borrow some yen. Then they take that yen and convert it into American dollars. Let's say they borrow that yen at 1%, and then they take it and convert it into American dollars, and with the American dollars are able to return 5%. Right there, from doing that, they'd be making $276,000 per year. And from that 1 billion yen, they would get about 6.9 million in USD to invest and make 5%, and that would make them about 276,000 per year. But what if the yen and USD exchange rate goes down 10%? That trader still owes 1 billion yen, but now he needs 7.7 million USD for 1 billion yen, when before he only needed 6.9 million for 1 billion yen. So he lost $450,000. And if you lose money while doing this, let's say that 6.9 million goes down to 6.5 million just because the trade went sour, that's a $500,000 loss. And it makes sense to borrow money at low interest rates and then invest it in places where you can get a better return. I mean, it just makes sense. That's how rich people get rich. And a lot of people do that with the yen. And so this is going to have a lot more ripple effects than we've seen so far. JP Morgan says we're only halfway through all this yen shenanigans. In the last 3 weeks, $6.4 trillion has been erased from the global stock markets. And somebody today was selling a whole bunch of puts. Somebody made $1.2 million in premium just by selling $125 puts. Crazy. Somebody's making a ton of money by owning a ton of shares. Could be the cat, but who knows. And like we talked about yesterday, the computer share orders got filled today at 10:47, and that was right at the peak of the day. But I really appreciate y'all watching. God bless you and have a great one.